hear me. I mean, in fact, listen to me. We all know that in this Gen Z era, photographers earn more than medical doctors. You can check the likes of Jima photography and manual photography.
See, at this point, late 2024, around September, and Komobi started a flood social media and also about one lady bizo making submission on NSMQ, which is Maths and Science quiz. Now you got TV, so I am planning to working there. As all in fact, the facts on the good from the announcement of baby pen as our social media.
Science and math quiz is a show.
Is that what?
It's a show. But then this school, my school, it is not for show. I'm surprised you of all people you're asking me such a question.
In an interview with Goshes, on also revealing some baby about NSMQ, Mango for baby, so kind of once more social media. They say, no, Dr. Isabella Opoku, Albert Church on Sembi, Ego social media, and so I'm RichLove Oduro, on also air that as a chess lady, no, on also the same baby go so near there, and they update at the blog because honestly speaking, this is very interesting. And there is this particular comparison between Francisca Lamin and so any RichLove Oduro on also a photographer and they have some they update the brow in this particular video. Mess also subscribe to this channel. No share video no amount and cycle no follow on all social media platforms. Dino Abrantie Kwadwo. Tebusa me no me where say NSMQ there. You crew must say we na boss there na say who say bemfo adwuma. Wa adwen so enye adwuma wontimi nkotena ho enkoye mula ni bi because adwuma boys on what to one and girls on what to one. Ma adwen so ye adwuma ma adwen so clicky e wo honom. And no under say in 2024 you who say RichLove Oduro di nkomo bi about NSMQ ne ade a. In fact, what you come on akora ni di na akofo bi no say very deep. Na some all can also very true ne ade a. In fact, you're talking
about science and math quiz. Gosh, let me ask you a question.
Tell me why, don't ask me.
You see, the science and math quiz is a show.
Is that what?
It's a show. But then this school, my school, it is not for show. I'm surprised you of all people you're asking me such a question. As a noble of this institution, you should know that the main objective or the main aim of this school is to produce nobles to correct the mistakes that those science and math quiz people are doing.
Hey,
This school is not meant for show, Charlie. I'm serious. It's not meant for show.
To correct what?
The mistakes.
That's what are doing.
That those science and math quiz, the people they are doing, the harm they are creating to the country.
The schools.
Yeah.
They are creating science, harm with science and math. Why do you say that?
Let me explain so that you understand. You see, in such schools, they have students that are biologically good. In terms of academics, they are biologically endowed with the knowledge. It's their field.
Those people that go for the science and math.
Yes, it's not like the teachers that make them. They are bringing the mind. They are like it's in their blood. It's in their genes. So it's not somebody that forces them to do it, but then it's with them. They are born with it.
No, but so why don't you have?
No. They won't come to this school because in this very country we have institutions that were built by colonial minds that have all the required facilities for learning. Institutions like Presec, Prempeh, those big institutions, those big names. But then if
they were built by colonial minds,
yes,
as in what?
You see, they were not built by a black man who will not sow a seed that he will not live to reap. The black man will never waste his time on a project that he will not gain benefits from.
How do you prove that?
You see, look at those new institutions that are being established. Take a good look.
They are not.
You wait and compare them to those colonial schools. You see a vast difference. The school has been built all right, but look at the infrastructure. Let me ask you, if you were to be an academically good student, and then you are told to choose a school, which school will you choose? You automatically go in for those colonial schools because they have everything you can dream of. I'm not talking about those that paid to go there, but rather I'm talking about those that genuinely deserve to be there.
So there are people who pay to be there.
That's what we don't talk plenty about that one. I say we know that there are people who have paid to be there. And as I'm talking, you see, there are people out there. They know themselves. They know that, as for me, I paid to be there. And in the same way, they know that there are people like I deserve to be there.
So wait, oh, the conversation is this. Those science and math people who feature in the competition, they are people who are already academically, they are wired academically, biologically. It is in their DNA.
Yes, but the school will not tell you such. The school will tell you that we have teachers that have prepared and trained our students for such courses.
That is true.
No, if that is true, then it means that GES is one, a biased and a failed institution.
Why?
In the sense that if it is really true, and if it is really true, then why is that GES has recruited superhuman teachers for this institution, but then recruited extremely dumb teachers for other institutions? If they say all the teachers that they are giving out write an exam, write the test, then it means all teachers should be equal, and then they should be able to produce genuinely intelligent students.
So they should be able to teach everyone to be the same.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So why is it not happening like that?
Amazing.
If you look at it clearly, then we can proudly say, I can boldly say and testify to the fact that if it is true, then it means that the teachers do not contribute to the success rate of the students. But if a school is fortunate enough to gain an academically endowed student, they pick that student up, add a little polishes, then they gamble with the student.
For a show.
Yes. If they take you in, it works out perfect. If it doesn't, which school? Can you specifically point out and say that this school has won the science and math quiz 5 times in a row without pause? Like they won this year, the next year they win, the following they win, the following they win 5 times. Which school? Just give me a name.
Because sometimes this year they will get somebody who is good and gabble, and the next year they will not get.
They will not get.
So it keeps rotating like that.
That's how it is.
It's a show.
It's a show.
What are you doing? What do you do?
It's a show, but then this school is not meant for show. If you look at the vision of our school, it says an institution for academic excellence. Let's go into pre-sec. Let's randomly select a student and ask questions. You see, the student will be fumbling, but let the school authorities themselves pick out a student for you and ask the student. You see, you get exactly what you want. But if you randomly select, you see the difference.
It's able to win in command so RichLove Oduro be die on NSMQ and so social media and so announcement for be born and muscle back to back any other. But Obekaya during time at NSMQ no because there was a year kita just omondo so now one lady be come home a lady no your friend Francisca Lamina no also born on more than kakra on mo kopiem class or finance. It news council be good so social media and so na team say Francisca and so kopiem or Harvard University or sua there abaye doctor ni bi ni ade a. In fact as it stands now no me only now so awie school we a photographer or sounds our university which is RichLove Oduro no and Francisca Lamine recently on also an update I go so social media so team so on also a Harvard University there was an command council and can see one of my and you said Dr. Isabella Opoku our church on same go social media and also I say or comparison between RichLove Oduro and so any Francisca Lamine I was you remember and to say people who walk around with cameras into people's faces think they have made it in life. So they spoke ill of a program that creates opportunity for potential intellectuals at NSMQ, and as a National Science and Math Quiz. According to Wodemaya, NSMQ serves entertainment purposes. And what they laughing emoji at once. Into what you say, come on, or build a few baby, about bedroom baby. I was here, yen to also. Or say NSMQ single-handedly projected this girl into the sports, causing many women to rally around her, guiding her into Harvard. And to say, no, this Dr. Isabella Opoku posted a picture of RichLove Oduro, and so any Francisca Lamina or your comparison about Bakuye A as Bakuye B, which is no air Francisca Lamine, and a B no and so air RichLove Oduro. It was a to us. And I'll say there are so many people who are equally good or better, but didn't find themselves at Harvard. Now, say, or can common manako say. Time at NSMQ no air course no during Francisca Lamine time no na go for bi no so good but montimi akopiem or Harvard na say NSMQ no give Francisca Lamine that particular platform no am no so etima hopping on to Harvard and not so happen here. I was saying to us this single educational STEM program will eventually transform Francisca's unborn generation through her. In fact as more can dey no correct when Paul Azunri no and so a past contestant of NSMQ and also invented AI. But what they to awesome created Kenya AI into bracket the word first Ghanaian language AI. Marketing was easy because Ghanaians already knew who Paul Azuri was through NSMQ, which is very true because to be able to create an AI is not a joke. Why do you know any Juma? What do you mean create AI? Why do you know Juma? I know about my creating. And the same will be so. What's now come up with Juma? It was say personally, my attention was only drawn to the project because I had watched Azuri on NSMQ as a young girl. Okay, people who never had it on NSMQ into bracket, not even in their next life, because they never attended school that did not place any relevance on the program. Into bracket, the case of Goshes, who attended in secondary school. Okay, next, Goshes, no, as a guy now we interview RichLove Oduro during the first video that we didn't cancel play my. Okay, you see, sometimes in life, people also down talk on things that are beyond their riches. It's the church say, RichLove Oduro no kasa down and as speaking of NSMQ no because on also team koyebi. Congratulations to all former contestants of NSMQ who are excelling in life. So congratulations to I think so most of them are doing well. Being your doctors near there, mention and so who be a kind of miserable. As on also pass it through NSMQ. Say be a bit more comment section or saying who confuse career relevance with popularity. Not every popular career is of true relevance. Let's all compare photography, and so any the career of going through the NSMQ and learning to become a doctor or any other thing. Okay. That's why you should not be dismissive about young people who have chosen a program that would guide their path in a certain way. Honestly speaking, comparison is the last thing that I actually do because we're not quite two different entities. We and Kwalami, be also fan a part, and to be also enjoy the cycle because they are doctors who earn more than photographers, and moreover, they are photographers who earn more than doctors. In general, I feel this particular comparison doesn't actually worth it. But let's continue because the update in the air now. Okay, when you are sick, you do not look for a content creator. When you need to fix your car, you do not look for a content creator. But there are moments people also look for content creators because honestly speaking, the time I also being a content creator, only doctors. Like say we are 7 o'clock, but you fancy one because in common Dr. Isabella Opoku I think this particular comparison doesn't worth it, but you better say how they answer home. And we in common so Dr. Isabella Opoku edebe so social media and also comparing these two girls because that particular RichLove girl also University of Cape Coast one of school also honoma also born home more than kakra I feel obi anso na the part so or born home more than and so honor and no and say RichLove Oduro that particular post on about social media so be post say in fact on also yes something very good for no because one way or the other you now to me the fact one make comment about NSMQ don't just say I will say like in the life no so koye bibi or and say bibi sa obi also on the part obi also interest and granny na ntimi doctors obi also ntimi na photographer so I feel this particular issue it doesn't actually worth it but in all yentie RichLove Oduro
hear me. I mean, in fact, listen to me. We all know that in this Gen Z era, photographers earn more than medical doctors. You can check the likes of Jima photography and manual photography. They earn more than medical doctors. It's not a point I'm stating, it's a fact that we all know. There's this one doctor, she goes by the name, let me remember. She goes by the name Isabella. And then she was comparing me to Miss Francisca Lamy, who just completed Harvard. I'd like her to know that I might not be in Harvard right now, but then I can say I'm doing very well for myself. I'm currently a photographer and a level 100 student in the University of Cape Coast reading computer science. So I might not be making it big right now, but then there are still a lot of years ahead of me for me to prove myself. So she can't just come out there and say that I am not doing something better for myself. The fact that you've not seen me doesn't mean I'm not doing anything for myself. I'd like to also add the fact that I am very young. I'm not even up to 20 years. and then I'm happy with the photography work I'm doing. I still need sponsorship. I still need people to book me. So if you want to sponsor me, if you want to book me, work with me, I'm very much available and ever ready to work. And then there's one thing people are forgetting. There are photographers in Accra that are earning much more than medical doctors. And then I can actually name a few.
It's a way and command so RichLove Oduro, Edebe Dr. Isabella Opoku on the social media. In fact, Akoye in same baby. Oh, on my update in Abrantie. But do you think this particular comparison is worth it? From my side, I feel it is unnecessary because these are two different in Kwala Obi and so born on model one Abrabo. It's comparing them. No, I feel it just doesn't actually like fit my I can't say like how comparison should be and so on. So let's just forget about this particular issue. Let's also subscribe to this particular channel. Watch your comment section. Follow you on all social media platforms. Say Dino, Abrantie Kwadwo from Abrantie Kwadwo. Catch you in my next video. Bye bye.